Listen closely, because the way most people are talking about setting a side hustle in 2025 are actually setting you up for failure. You've seen the promises online, the easy money, the overnight success, the flashy lifestyles. But they often skip reality, the parts that determine if you'll succeed or waste precious time and money. I want you to forget all the hype right now. Today we're getting real. We're diving into the 5 biggest side hustles in 2025. And for each one, we're asking questions others would avoid. How saturated is the market? What investment, time and money does it really take? And how easy is it to get started and start seeing results? Side hustle number 1 is dropshipping. The classic model that you sell products that you actually don't physically stock. So, what is dropshipping? Dropshipping is where you find a physical product on a site like AliExpress, Alibaba. And these are actually retail sites in a cheaper country like China. You then build your store on Shopify or WooCommerce, e-commerce. And what you actually do is you take the product that is on AliExpress, Alibaba, and you increase the price but sell it on social media. So, for example, on TikTok, you're seeing all of these try out these products, these fancy products online. And what these actually are dropshippers outsourcing them on AliExpress and putting them into their store. So when someone buys the product, it's actually being sent to the shipper, and the shipper is sending it over across to the customer from the dropshipper. And that's how dropshipping works. So how much money are dropshippers actually spending to set up all of this? Well, it's actually relatively low to actually set up the dropshipping store on Shopify. And to set up the ads is relatively easy as well. So it takes about $100 to set up the store on Shopify, buy the domain, set up all of the production and the supplier. But the real cost of dropshipping is the advertising. You need good ads and you need to come up with a creative product that no one else has for your dropshipping item to do well. And the thing is, most dropshippers items, they start posting organically. And the thing is, most products actually are really cool and people would actually want to buy them. But the problem is the saturation of the market. That's the thing with most dropshippers. They don't really have the budget to start advertising, spending $500, $1,000 on ads. And many underestimate this. And that's why most dropshippers stores actually fail when they first start. It is easy to set up a dropshipping store and it is easy to research a product. But the thing is, the real cost of dropshipping is just marketing and advertising the product to make sure that your dropshipping item does well. Finding winning products on dropshipping is a skill you need to master to do well. And the thing is, it is harder to find a winning product in 2025. Thing is, with dropshipping in 2018, 19, 2020, it was the biggest year. Dropshippers would spend ads and money into posting, and that's really why dropshipping back in 2020, 2019, and 2018 was the best way to actually start a side hustle. Thing is, after 2022, 2023, and 2024, dropshipping started to die. And with all this competition nowadays, I'd give the score of starting a dropshipping business in 2025 a 4 out of 10. But you still can do really well with dropshipping. It just requires the right time, the right budget, and also finding the winning product, which is going to be very hard in 2025. Now, side hustle number 2 is SMMA. And SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency. So, what is SMMA? Well, SMMA is where you offer a business a service. And the thing is, with SMMA, this is where you hire a contractor who does the job for you, and they deliver that service for a business. For example, you could help restaurants increase their social media strategy to promote their brand. You could even do, you could help a service, any sort of business in your local area or anywhere. You're trying to help them achieve a specific goal. And you can do this with a contractor or without a contractor. And a contractor is someone that does the job for you. You hire them at a lower cost, but you charge the service at a very more higher cost to gain a profit. It's similar to drop shipping, but this one is working with actually delivering a service. And the thing is, with SMMA, you have to make sure you're going to get paid on a retainer. And a retainer is getting paid on a monthly basis. That's why you see so many SMMA gurus say $10,000 a month, $5,000 a month, right? Because most of the SMMA space is getting paid every single month through delivering their service, through social media, through different businesses, by improving their product or service. Remember, SMMA is improving any brand, e-commerce brands, restaurants, doctors, dentists, improve any sort of brand through social media. So how easy is it really to start SMMA? Well, starting SMMA is actually very, very easy. All you need is to come up with a creative email, creative design, and you can start for free. The thing is, with SMMA, you would have to rely on email outreach. And email outreach is where you find all of these emails, where you go to a website and you put them all in a list, right? And with that list, you would have to email each one, offering them a service to book on a call with you. And once they have that call, this is where you close the deal. And after you close the deal, you're on a monthly retainer. And that's how SMMA works. The real problem with SMMA is that thousands of people in this space just do cold outreach, emailing again, over and over again, until they can try and get a client. And the thing is, with SMMA, when you email people, they're either likely not going to respond or going to say no, because most people already have either the skill to do it, or your skill isn't valuable enough, and businesses need to pay for high value skills, especially if you're closing someone at $5,000 a month for your service. The costs of hiring a contractor as well and managing all of these contractors in one place can be very, very hard to manage, especially if you have low time management. Most people spend hours and hours falling for this trap, just emailing people again and again, and they spend hours of their day for nothing because they don't end up closing a client, which is why most people fail SMMA. And as the market got more saturated, people offering the same service, people emailing consistently but getting no response, this is why SMMA became too saturated. And now we're in 2025. And back in 2022, 2023, it was possible to scale your SMMA agency to $10,000 a month. But now it's a lot harder, especially now that so many people are doing it. And also, you need to ask yourself this: if a 15-year-old tries to close a deal saying that he has all these skills into helping the business for a 40-year-old, the 40-year-old's probably not gonna want to take that offer. So think about SMMA. Younger people trying to close high paid services to 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds running businesses, convincing them that they can help their business out. Yeah, SMMA is very hard to do. So, unless you have a really good skill in communicating and also having a very highly skilled profile where someone can look at you and you can offer them something and they can be like, wow, this guy's amazing, I wouldn't start SMMA if you're a beginner. because it just takes too much time to send cold outreach emails, and you get ignored. You spend hours doing it and nothing happens, and sometimes people can take up to years until they close their first client, and that's just for $2,000 a month where they spent years just emailing. So I would give SMMA a score of 2 out of 10 for starting in 2025. Next up, we have crypto trading and investing. You probably heard of crypto right now, the digital currency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Those are the three main currencies of crypto. But seeing people how they made $500,000, $60,000 in just overnight. And let me just tell you the straight up truth. These are gurus trying to scam you into thinking that the crypto way is the easiest way to make money online. And here's the thing with crypto, yes, it's very volatile. The market can go up, the market can go down. It's very rapidly changing very fast. And you've seen Bitcoin rise up the end of last year to $100,000, which is insane because Donald Trump, all of these other people are promoting their coins and people are profiting off that, making millions just because the markets have risen. Now, here's the thing with meme coins, NFTs, all of these, thing is, most of them are very likely to rug pull you. And if you don't know what rug pulling is, it's where the owner tells everyone to buy their coins, and they've already bought their coin, so it's gonna be massive in value. And once the coin rises in massive value, they sell all of their coins and gaining a massive profit, but all of their audience loses out because they bought the coin later. And yeah, if you know the Hawk Tua girl, she did a scam, and many people were unhappy. We're seeing Logan Paul, all of these other creators just selling their coins and just rugbling people. And that's the thing, most of these coins are scams. If you're going into crypto, you need to go into long-term investment. You need to. So it's very easy to start a cryptocurrency account and open and invest in, but you're gonna have to need about $100. And the thing is with this, it's just too risky to actually start because you don't know what can happen to the market. It's very volatile, and because it's crypto, things can change up and down, and you're more likely to actually lose money than gain money. And I would only start investing into crypto after you've successfully actually started one of the other side hustles and you're making money on a basis where you're having a stable income and you're constantly getting money. Remember, before you get into crypto, do your research, look into the scams, and proceed with caution once you start crypto. But the returns can be very high, so I would give this a 5 out of 10. But if you're starting, I would not start out with crypto yet. So in 2025, crypto is for people with high risk tolerance and who've got a lot of income that they can just put into crypto and gain more for it.
So we've got investing into the stock market is the next hustle. Similar to crypto, the market also adjusts itself. There is no saturation in investing in the stock market. Oh, investing in the stock market is easy. You put your money into any company, you get shares, and as the company grows in value, you earn more money based on those shares. It can be into dividends where you're getting paid every month from the investing into the company. These can be in bonds as well. Starting the stock market is very accessible and easy. How much do you actually need to start investing into the stock market? Well, I would start with $50 to $100 just investing into the stock market, financial analysis, monitoring, how you need to keep up to date with the news to actually pick a stock. So it is really easy to open a brokerage account, an ISA, and start investing into any stock. You just have to be 18 years or over, and you have to just set up your account, and in your country, it'll just be set up. So the pros of stock market investing is that you've got potential for long-term growth, but the only problem is you need a large investment if you want to scale quicker with stocks, and it requires a lot of research, a lot of analysis to actually start, and you need a lot of capital already. So if you don't have a capital and a lot of money that you can put into stocks, then I wouldn't go for stocks yet. But as you build up more income and you have more assets, I would then start using your money and start investing into stocks where your large investments, and over a long time you can make a lot more just by investing in stocks and doing analysis, as long as you've got a large amount of assets. I would give investing into the stock market a 7 out of 10, but remember, you need a large amount of investment to actually start. So if you don't have that, then I would not stick to investing in stocks just yet.
Now, finally, we have content creation and personal branding. And content creation and personal branding is simple. You upload educational content into building a personal brand that's going to scale over time. And I'm not talking about going viral like these streamers right here and these clips of these famous people. I'm not talking about just doing that. I'm talking about creating content to educate people into doing something and achieving something that they want, giving tips, providing them to keep them engaged in your specific genre that you specialize in. And the thing is, anyone can really start creating content. So starting content, you can literally start with $0. All you need is a consistent schedule, and you need to keep creating engaging and educational content and posting on a regular basis. Problem is, it does take longer to actually start when you first get into the hang of recording videos and trying to figure out what to do, but it is very easy to actually start posting content. And the market, you may think, is very saturated. Depending on your niche, it depends how saturated you can actually start creating. There is a niche where it's undersaturated right now, and you just creating any sort of content in that area will mean that you're going to go easily be one of the number one people in that space, and people are always going to come to your content and check out. Think about what kind of advice anyone would ask you when it comes to anything, and you can specialize your content in any way with that. And the thing is, if you want to scale your content fast and you want to know the best ways for making content already, have the best script, best hooks, then I've got a content creation kit that covers everything you need to know, and you get everything to start your content and build your personal brand. Remember, the content creation kit is for serious individuals who want to start creating content, start growing their channel, and start actually using their personal brand and making sure that they're performing and putting their best content out in the niche. So if you want to start creating content right now, then you need to check out the content creation kit. It's only $27 to start, and it is very, very useful. It is one of the best ways to. So, content creation. How would I rank this side hustle? Well, I would give this a straight up 9 out of 10, because content creation, you have unlimited scalability. If you keep pushing your personal brand, This means you're going to have so many opportunities, and it's going to be so easy to scale. And you can scale to millions by just creating content and providing value to an audience. And with these other side hustle methods, it's going to die out. And if you keep posting content, as long as it's really good, you can get and build a brand that you're going to remember forever. So this is exactly why you need to post content. And the thing is, most people think that they may not need to show their face or they don't want to show their voice. And the truth is, you don't actually even need to do that. You just need to provide value to an audience. You don't even have to show your face, your voice. You just need to come up with a name, provide value to your audience, and just put it out there and engage and interact with the community. Creating content is fun, and I think if you start creating content, you're gonna like it soon. I recommend picking content creation as the side hustle to start, especially if you've got low funds and you just need to scale your long-term brand today. So choosing your side hustle is a self-assessment, and you need to know what's the best possible way you can get somewhere in 2025. So you need to self-assess yourself, you need to look at your challenges, you need to look at your weaknesses, and you need to look at your strong points that you're good at, and come up and pick one of the methods today. Again, content creation is probably the best. You can even start one of the side hustles and just keep posting content. So whichever one feels like the most realistic and the most suitable one for you, I would go for. Anyways, there are so many side hustles that are just there. Making money online is the biggest way in 2025 as the world advances. Making on the online space is massive, and there are so many other side hustles out there that you can try as well. It's not just these 5. So I want you to drop your favorite side hustle in the comments below, and if you found this really helpful, I would recommend hitting the like button, and I would recommend subscribing. I'm going to be posting more tips on how anyone can start creating content, because that's what I specialize in. And again, if you want to start creating content today, check out the content creation kit, and I will help you build your personal brand today. Remember, choosing smart is the first win. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Take action.